Welcome to the Middle AGEish podcast. Authentically and unapologetically keeping it real. Discussing all things middle-age-ish. A time when metabolism slows and confidence grows. Join fashion and fitness entrepreneur Ashley Badowski, former Celtic woman and founder of the Lisa Kelly Voice Academy, Lisa Kelly, licensed psychologist and mental health expert, Dr. Pam Wright, and highly sought-after cosmetic injector and board-certified nurse practitioner, Trisha Kennedy Roman. Join your hosts on the journey of Middle AGEish.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Middle AGEish Podcast. I'm Trisha Kennedy Roman, and I'm joined here today with my co-host, Ashley Badowski, Lisa Kelly, and Dr. Pam Wright. And you are joining us now for our sofa talk. So welcome. Grab a seat.
Yay. Hello. I hope people actually appreciate that intro is done live every week.
I know.
Like,
I mean,
amazing.
you're so good at that.
You're so good at it.
I would be a freaking nightmare. I would be
You'd
bumbling through.
Yes, take 25.
Yeah.
Take 85.
Who are Ashley, you just shut up.
You're so good at it, though. You're so good
I
at
know.
it.
But you do it the same every week. I'm so impressed.
No, but it's bad when one of us isn't here because then it's like I'm in my mojo. And so,
that
like I
makes
started
sense.
to introduce you one time you weren't here. And so
She messed it up
I messed it all up.
to do it like 100 times.
Yeah, no, that would be me.
No,
on
we
a
just
normal
left
day.
the blooper and let it go.
Yeah,
Just let
okay.
it go.
How's everyone's week? Good week?
Yeah, so good.
Good.
Yeah. I had a super funny conversation with my friends. You guys want to hear about it?
Yes.
Okay, it's not going to be as good as Lisa's underwear, but it's so funny. So I was talking to some of my girlfriends today, and don't ask me how, like when you go number two comes up. But we started talking about, like, do you poop in front of your partner?
Oh, no.
I don't either. And I was in the minority.
What?
Oh my gosh. And so that's why I'm like, I want to talk about this on Sofa Talk because I was scandalized. They were like, of course, like it's not a big deal. Like, yeah, the door will be open from the water closet and everything. And I was like, they're like, Michael has not seen you go to the bathroom. I'm like, he has seen me once. We were in college and we were having, I have no
There were
idea
a lot
what
of Tito's.
Those are Tito's.
there was probably, at that point, it was 7 and 7. Yeah.
Oh.
And like, we just started talking. And then all of a sudden, I realized the door was open and I literally about had a heart attack and slammed the door. Michael was laughing, thought it was the funniest thing ever. We would have been 20-ish. So 31 years. Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah,
it's
no.
okay. Well,
Now,
I was in the minority with my friends. They
Scott
all
will
were
come
like,
in. I will have to throw him out. I'm like, oh my God, get out.
Yes.
Like I will have terrible performance anxiety. If somebody
You
walks
stop
into the
pooping.
bathroom, I'm like, stop it, get out.
Yes, I thought I totally was in the minority, and there was 5 of us talking because we do like group, you know, whenever we can.
And I'd be a bit British like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They could not believe it. Okay, well that makes me feel better. So my friends who are listening, I'm not such a weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I
No,
might be
not
a
a
weirdo,
weirdo.
but yeah.
Not for that. No.
No.
All right, Trisha.
See, I don't care.
You see, that's the nurse in you, though. I think that's the nurse in you. I think you're a little bit more realistic. So you're like,
Everybody
it's a body
poops.
function. Yeah, it's a body function. Everybody does it. Yeah. Yeah. No, I do think. Yeah, and I don't understand myself because I'm not prudish, but like I
Yeah,
have
well, none of my friends are nurses, but literally, I was the only one
Wow.
who was like, absolutely not. No, I don't even want him to be like anywhere close to the bathroom. I'm always like, just go other places. Just you know.
Yeah, I hate Scott coming in to talk to me. In
But
the
yeah, no,
room.
they have just like they'll have a total conversation. I'm like, and you're pooping?
Do you know what's funny, though? So
This is why Ashley doesn't need to come up with a conversation.
we jumped right into the crowd.
crowd.
So we have a heated toilet seat, you know, like a
Oh
bidet
yeah,
thing.
like the Japanese one.
Yeah, it makes me so mad when I sit on a cold toilet. But I'll go and just sit
I
on
freaking
it.
love that statement.
Yeah, I don't like sitting on
I
a
think
cold
I would be
toilet.
freaked out if I sat down on a toilet seat and it was warm. I'd
Oh,
be like,
it's so nice. But I go and I sit just because that's the only place like
Yeah,
it won't bother
silence.
me. So I'll just go sit. I'm not going to the bathroom, but I'll just sit and warm my butt.
no, I did do that when the kids were little.
Yeah, yeah.
Mommy had to go to the bathroom or go to timeout just because I needed
yeah.
a moment.
And that's when
Oh,
you're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
don't ask me questions. When
But
I'm
now my
here.
dogs, like they'll keep hitting the door, you know, and everything.
It's
And I'm like,
annoying.
oh my God.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
The
But
bathroom is my solace.
yeah, like it's just private time.
Yeah.
But now you don't sit on public
No,
toilets.
no, no.
I don't
You know
either.
I'm a germaphobe. No,
Yeah, I
no,
know.
no.
I don't either. But yeah, I know.
Okay, well,
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do the heated seat. I got a fright with the heated seat in
it's so
Japan.
nice.
I know, yeah. They have them in every toilet in Japan.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And the
Really?
toilet makes noise so nobody can hear what you're doing. They like sing songs to you. And then there's a little hose in the back. They have like an inbuilt bidet that like cleans your butt.
That's what we need. We need one of the toilets that cleans.
That and just sings, so no one,
so nobody can hear you.
Nobody can hear you. It
Then you
sings
can
like
have
it
it in
plays
there.
music and you can change the music.
so no one knows what you're doing.
Yeah, nobody knows what you're doing. Now, hang on. We have to talk, though, about your stupid cubicles in America. Like, nowhere else in the world
yeah.
are
you
the
mean-
doors like this short and the bottoms are open. Now, sometimes the bottoms are open.
Oh, do you mean in the bathroom or like a
Yes,
business
in the bathroom,
room?
like
I thought
in
when
the-
you said cubicle, I was like,
Oh, sorry.
what-
No, yeah, we
in the
call them
bathroom.
cubicles.
Oh,
in the
the
bathroom,
stalls.
the stalls.
The stalls.
Stalls.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so everybody, like, when my American friends would come to Ireland, they're like, oh my God, the door is closed in the toilet and nobody can see. And yeah, no, it's lovely. Whereas here, everybody knows your business.
Oh, and you have kids crawl under.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember
Oh,
that's happened
all
before.
the
I've
time.
had kids
Yeah.
crawl under, and I'm like, hi.
It's so
It's
go
back to your
over
mom.
that
No, that's
freaks
the
me
thing. I've
out.
had it where they
No.
like you see a little
Yeah.
head pop over, and you're
Oh,
just like,
no.
oh, for the love
Mine's
of
the
all that is
below.
holy.
Yeah. No.
Like they did not get my memo that this is private time.
And then in Japan, they have like holes in the floor as well. So they have Japanese toilets and they have like regular, they call like, regular toilets.
Wait, what now?
So they have like a hole in the,
a
no, hole in the floor that you squat over.
Like you squat.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just like
being out in
so you can
nature.
tell that I've only been like to really the Caribbean. I don't know what I would do if I walked into some place and there was just a
Yeah, it's just a hole in the floor.
And
It's traditional Japanese toilets, yeah.
What if they don't like?
so
hit it
where
right?
does it go? Does
Yeah,
it go to like to an
seriously.
underground?
Which is the
like,
same as your toilet. It's like
No, I feel it magically gets flushed out. Come on, Lisa.
same pipes. Yeah, so it's just like a hole. You just stand over and squat.
Absolutely not. No,
Yeah.
that's like just like squatting in the.
It's a really long way for you to squat.
I mean,
For the rest of us, me and Trish.
oh my god, my knees would give out, and then my butt would be right there on. Ew.
It's like a porta potty.
Oh, I don't go in porta potties. Nope.
Nope, I wouldn't either.
No.
I like now
No.
the fancy
Smell.
fancy ones are better.
There's no fancy porta potty.
There's no
Ugh.
what fancy.
The ones that are like in 18-wheelers.
The
and
trailers.
They have like the wood
yeah.
and they have sinks and you have your own personal stall. Like it is actually like, it is a toilet.
Which
It goes
festival
somewhere.
do you go to
I was
that
gonna say, I
has
don't
those?
think I've never seen that one. No.
I see them advertised on Facebook. There's a local company that are like
Nice.
trying to build their business and get
I
you
mean,
to
I
hire
have
them.
to tell you, they're nice. They even have air fresheners.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so
like
it's
a good toilet.
It's like a toilet, but it's in an 18-wheeler. So I don't know where it magically flushes to, but like you flush it, and there's stalls, and
It goes into
they
two
had
different
wood
tanks.
floors.
They have two different tanks.
It's kind of like on the airplane.
Yeah,
On the airplane, you're like, where's this going?
yeah, wood floors. I know, very.
Very
I was
nice.
like, okay.
So when you're traveling on tour buses, like when you're doing shows, you can't do number twos on the tour bus. So everybody knows when you need to poop on the tour bus because they have to stop the bus for you to get off and do it.
So you don't.
You can't, or
You
you
can't.
don't.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because somebody has to clear it out. So the general rule on your tour bus is that you don't do number twos. You have to stop for number twos.
Wow. I didn't know
They
that.
just have like a big thing, like a. So it's like someone has to actually clean it out. Like isn't
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just like
It's
they
called
just-
the grey water. Yeah. They have to clear out the grey water. So like the pee all goes into one big tank, and then someone has to like detach it and clean it out.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, because you're traveling on the road. There's no where do you think
Well,
it
no,
goes?
no. I'm
I
just
was just
saying.
thinking like a tank. It would go in.
It would just go into
It
like
does,
and they just like plug in a big like,
Yes,
thing
yes,
and it
I'm
just
sure.
goes-
Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure they do that now, but it has to be emptied. Yes.
Well, that is just reason 5009 that I cannot go on tour.
There you go. There you go.
Doesn't matter. I can't sing.
So when I had the kids,
but-
I'd be like, "Oh, please God, don't need to go to the toilet. I don't need to stop." But they were very good.
I'd
The
blame
kids
it on
never
them.
need to do it.
Anytime
Yeah.
you needed to go, I'd
See,
be
I feel like
"Kids
then
gotta
I
go."
would have to go number two more because I would be thinking
Panicked
like I
about
can't
it.
do
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
So if I can't do something, then I start to panic about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I need to do it.
Yeah. I think I think it's like everything. You kind of get into a routine and
Yeah.
you regulate yourself. So you know, like
I don't. Yeah, I think that is an anxiety though, because I think my clients say that their fear is, you know, how you can't stand up when you're, landing on the
yeah,
airplane
yeah.
to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And they're always like, I know I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to go as soon as
I
we're
really,
like,
I mean, I
and
think
then
you
have
talk
to,
yourself into it.
Yeah, it's an anxiety. Like, what if I get up and then they're going to say I'm a terrorist and kick me off the plane or whatever because I stood up and I'm not supposed
Did you
to.
see the pilot on the Alaska Airlines yesterday?
No.
What the hell? Oh, he tried to bring the plane down.
Yeah, he was charged with
Yeah,
83 attempted murders.
Yeah,
the other
tried
day, Sunday
to
night.
shut off the engine.
Yeah. He was riding on the jump seat and pulled down the fire emergency handle, but didn't actually pull it all the way. So if he had pulled it all the way, the plane would have glided. But he didn't manage because he was tackled by the co-pilot or the pilot. I'm not sure.
That's crazy.
But yeah, charged with 3. So apparently, though, I heard today in the news he had taken psychedelic mushrooms 48 hours before the flight that he's saying.
Yeah.
Isn't very strange. It's very strange.
So he wasn't flying. He was in the
He was in the
flying-
jump seat.
yeah,
he
he
was
was in the
flying back
jump
to San Fran. From Alaska. Was it Alaska or Washington?
It had to be because I think it was Alaska Air.
It was Alaska Air, but I think they might have been coming from somewhere in Washington to San Francisco. But yeah.
So he was a pilot.
We just watched a documentary on the Malaysia flight that disappeared. That was really
Okay,
sad.
that is
and-
just bizarre.
Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah.
I just think something. No, it just didn't disappear.
Very
That's
strange.
scary.
Yeah. We had a girl from Riverdance was on one of the flights, the Air France one that went down in the ocean from Brazil. It was going from Brazil to Paris. And her and 2 of her friends, Ethna, she was a gorgeous girl. They were on that flight. It was terrible. Yeah. Dreadful. Like,
I mean, because I just never think about it.
no.
I don't know
well, you're
why.
You're probably better off.
Yeah, I mean, and I love to fly.
Yeah.
And it's
I think you're better off though. I think because the chances of anything happening to you in a plane are
right.
so much less than when you get into your car.
That's true.
Yeah,
I just also always feel like when it's your time, it's your time.
yeah, me too. Very much.
But I do remember, that was so crazy. And I can't remember if I told you guys this. When we flew just a little flight to Myrtle Beach from Atlanta, 45 minutes, up, down. So ridiculous. Yes, I'm aware of that. However, it was the only time I've ever had turbulence. Oh. And I literally looked out the window and I was like, okay, just make it quick.
Yeah,
Because it was so crazy. And yeah, I mean, it has to be absolutely flipping terrifying.
I can't imagine.
no, it's horrible.
So even though I was like, how I'm such a believer of when it's your time, it's your time. when I thought it might be my time, I was like, okay.
Please no.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you won't be scared.
I'm so thankful for those 2 glasses of wine, and please just make it fast.
But it's horrible. I hate that feeling on a flight though.
Oh, it's the
You're
first.
so powerless.
It's the first time. I mean, you have turbulence.
Yeah.
But
Right.
this was literally
Wow.
the planes coming apart.
The bouncing. Yeah, it's horrible.
And the pilot just kept going. Usually they try and
Go higher or
stabilize
lower,
and try and
Yeah.
he just kept, I'm like, I think the wings are falling off. Like, oh.
That's scary.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a job I'd want, I don't think.
No.
But when I saw Top Gun, I was like, I could do that. I could do that.
I could be married to that.
No, I don't think I could. No. I'd rather be in control myself, but I don't know if I'd like to be responsible for all the people in the plane.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
All the
it's a lot of
time.
responsibility.
There's just something like those Navy, Air Force guy, like it's just that Top Gun. I remember when
So
I first,
cool.
I know when I first watched it. I mean, what was it? When did it come out? 84, 85?
85, I think, yeah.
Yeah. something like
I
that.
told my parents, I was like, I'm going to go to spring break and I'm going to go hang out at that bar at Top Gun. And my dad was like, you're like 12. No.
Tom Cruise won't be there.
Well, I loved Slider.
Val.
No, his partner. The
Goose?
Oh,
No,
Goose,
not Goose. No, Slider.
Oh, I didn't see the
He's
first
the
one.
one in the
know what I'm
volleyball
talking
scene
about.
that go like
Oh,
does
that's
the
right. Yes. I remember
tall,
that.
dark-headed one.
I don't know who that was. Do you know who it was? Oh, I'm going to have to
Oh,
look that up
he's
now.
We're going to have to look it up.
Slider in Top Gun.
I swear it's Slider.
I don't know. I
swear.
didn't watch
Yeah,
the first one.
Do Slider Top Gun. I know.
Top
I
Gun.
cannot believe they didn't bring him back for number 2. That's the reason I went to the.
Oh, yeah. Hang on a sec.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah.
Frederick Enrico Rosovich. I don't think he played anything else. I don't think he did anything else.
Isn't he a cutie?
Oh, yeah. Oh, he's really familiar.
Oh my gosh.
Although he's 1957, so that makes him like just 5 years younger than my mom and dad.
Well, I'm talking about in Top Gun.
Yeah, I know, but this
That person
still
right
there.
Right there.
He was 22. That's obscene.
Oh.
We talked about this last week.
I was 12.
Yeah, so, she's like drilling over someone
Oh, I love
15 years older.
Oh my gosh, I loved him. I was going to San Diego, and I was going to go for
Meet
spring
him.
break.
Yeah. 12.
See, I like,
No, I think I was like 15.
I like band people, musicians, like
Ooh,
Duran.
Simon Le Bon.
Oh.
What was the other one?
No, Roger.
Roger
Nick-
Taylor.
Roger and
Taylor.
Nick Taylor.
Nick Taylor.
Yes.
Nick Taylor.
Nick Taylor was the one.
Oh yeah.
My cousins loved Simon Le Bon, so I had a picture of Simon Le Bon. I was about 5. I had a picture of Simon Le Bon over my bunk bed underneath. I was like, oh.
Oh, don't you guys remember the posters that
I
you put
love
on your
posters.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh. I mean, amazing. Like your entire wall was covered with posters.
Yeah. I had a calendar of Simon Cowell.
You did?
I did.
Wait a second. Hold on a second.
No.
Wait, what? What?
My sisters bought it because I had like a huge crush on Simon
On
Cowell.
Simon, so
did?
Simon,
I
so the
love
Simon
Simon
Cowell
Cowell.
that we know.
Yeah, I
from
loved him. Yeah, I have weird taste.
I have
Don't
a crush on him
judge.
too.
Did you?
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I love that arrogance.
No.
I do.
I mean, well, arrogance is just not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, not now. He's not nice now. Like back when I was going to say, well, I was 15, but I wasn't.
So
I
what
was
did he
definitely in
look
my
like back
20s.
then? Like I don't even
Natural.
like. See, I don't know him from anything other than American Idol.
Yeah,
I
so
know,
what-
that's all I
what
know
was
from
he
him.
famous?
Oh.
No, same thing. Teletubbies is what he's famous for.
What?
He was the original creator of Teletubbies.
Really?
Seriously?
You are kidding me.
Yeah.
Those creep me out.
Yeah, they creep me out too.
They're very.
I'm sorry,
creepy.
they're weird.
Not
No,
as
they're
much as the
creepy.
Wiggles creep me out, but I can't say that because Scott was on the Wiggles, so I can't say.
He was?
He was.
Yeah, Scott was a Wiggle. Well, yeah.
All right, tell that story.
Okay, just that statement right there
I was like,
needs to be on your Christmas card.
Yes.
Scott was a Wiggle. He was a Wiggle. Yes, he was Captain Feathersword's nephew. He was
Well, see,
little
we
Captain
didn't know what that
No-Beard.
is.
He
So,
was
like, my
Captain
kids didn't
No-Beard.
watch it, so I don't know
Yeah, I
anything.
don't
know.
I mean, I know the
Much
name
about
of it,
Yes.
but I don't know.
Yeah, so they were like 4 Australian school teachers. They were primary school teachers, and they decided that they could make a lot of money by doing like a kids show that does all these kind of original songs and stuff. And for whatever reason, I do know the reason, but I'm not going to. Well, they were very close to a certain Irish dance school, and that's how Scott ended up being in the chorus of them as he was a kid. So he was like, you know,
Oh my
well, he wasn't that
heavens.
young. He was 18, 17, 18. Yeah, he toured with them for like 2 years.
That's so neat.
That's so great. The things we learn,
I
ladies.
know.
So cool. Yeah, my husband was a Wiggle.
I know. I'm seriously on your Christmas card.
Famous. He's famous.
I mean, the Wiggle family.
Yeah, very funny. Very funny.
Oh.
That's because Teletubbies, I was like, what is this? It just seems
Teletubbies
weird.
is weird.
They were,
but
like,
it
they
has that thing that the kids get like entranced when they want, like
They don't
Peppa
even-
Pig.
It's like a,
Oh yeah,
You
no,
missed the whole Peppa Pig.
See, I
Yeah,
missed the
Peppa
whole
Pig.
thing. But my nieces, especially the 2 littles, obsessed with Peppa
Yeah.
Pig.
But have
Like, I
you
don't-
watched kids watch it? Like
don't
they
blink.
literally just go,
yeah.
And
So,
they're
I
just
mean, I do
staring
kind
at
of feel
us.
like, you know, like there's something to be said with whatever goes on with TV.
yeah.
You're like, what's going on?
I mean, I'm starting
Absolutely.
to sound like a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, it's weird.
However,
Speaking
yeah.
of conspiracy theories,
all
what do
right.
you guys think about the UFO stuff coming out? Do you
Oh,
believe in
totally
UFOs?
it's totally for real.
I haven't seen anything about it. It would not be on my radar.
Totally.
More and more coming out now that people say that they've actually, you know, there have been like
Sightings.
legit sightings of UFOs. Yeah.
Well, I'm pretty sure they have some of whatever this species is. That's what I've always heard.
I don't know.
I just feel, in my way of thinking, like the universe is so huge.
Yeah.
How is Earth the only planet that's populated?
I don't know enough.
I think it's fascinating.
Yes.
I probably will not ask our future guest.
Yes.
Maybe we should ask next week's
Yes.
guest.
Yeah, I will try and keep my mouth shut. Because that is
about
a que-
UFOs.
That's a question that I
Tell
would.
me.
Like, I understand that you're into motivational speaking, but can we talk about aliens?
I
what he
want to
says.
say,
Yes.
I've never heard any alien talk outside of America.
I thought that they had a
Really?
huge sighting in like over just decades in England.
But that's weird because then if there were aliens, they wouldn't just come here, right?
I think they would.
Maybe they would. I was going to say, maybe they would.
I think right now they're flying completely right on past Earth. Like, we're going to circle back around.
Whoa.
Exactly, yep.
We're going to circle and we'll just come back to Earth in about 30, 40
They've got
years.
enough to deal with.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
yeah, we're good.
There's
We're good.
enough crazy there.
was
I
gonna
don't
say,
know. Yeah.
Craziest place? Come to the USA.
know.
I don't know. It's not really not something now I would spend any time
See,
thinking
I
about.
I'm so intrigued with it.
I could see you being intrigued about
I
it.
am.
though.
'Cause, I mean,
Yeah.
let's think about this. You know, one of the big conspiracy theories. Like, if you look at the pyramids and how they are constructed and when they were constructed and how big those massive pounds of whatever and everything is precision. Like, how does that happen? When the pyramids were created and I think they said a quarry 80 miles away brought, and like none of them are even like half an inch
Out of line.
out of line. And it's north, south, east, and west is the precise. I don't know. I just think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I haven't figured out my thoughts on it yet.
No.
But honestly, at this point in the way our world is, I laugh with my friends all the time. If I came home and Bigfoot and an alien were sitting on my back porch, I'd be like, cheers, let's grab
we
some
are.
Tito's.
Oh yeah, I
together
wouldn't
and,
be
like,
afraid of an alien. I mean,
yeah.
I love DT.
I mean, but at this point, like,
Yes. same.
what else?
So cute.
What else is there? Like,
Yeah.
not
So-
anything really surprises me.
Actually, you were banned to not ask about leprechauns with our Irish guests. So this time, I guess you're banned not to ask
Yes.
about
I
think
aliens
you UFOs.
I
with our
mean,
military guests.
All right, someone just needs to kick me because you know I'm going to be like,
UFO.
So if he says, does anyone have any like pertinent questions?
Yes.
Hands up. Yes. I need to know. Have you ever
What
seen,
have you seen?
a UFO?
So speaking of next week's guest, I'm
Yes.
really excited about him. So he's a retired Lieutenant Colonel Jason Pike. I think he's had over 30 years in the Army. And
Yes.
he's written a couple books.
Yep.
One to help people readjust to the civilian life, but also just a story of his time in the military and a lot of struggles he faced. So I think he's going to be really great.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I know.
Great guest.
I do. I think it's because I mean they do. You hear about the struggles and of our vets and what they come home to and having to readjust into being a civilian and regular life. And I mean, I can't even imagine because if you are in a position of life and death almost all the time,
Right.
and then you come back to a world that how do you relate to that? And you see so many of our veterans, you know,
The struggle.
they do,
PTSD,
homelessness,
How could you not?
addiction.
So many horror stories.
I know, and I just sometimes feel that they just don't get the respect that they deserve. So I just think the fact that we get to talk to somebody who has given his life for service for so long and how he did come back and integrate back into just, I mean, I hate to say normal life, but you know, to a life that that's not what he was living
Right.
in these different situations.
That'd be
So
definitely interesting.
yeah.
To hear.
And that he's so positive and and so motivational. So
Well, his book is Soldier Against All Odds, too, and it talks about just his story in the military, but also the physical and academic struggles he faced and to be as successful as he was over the years. So it'll be pretty interesting.
I know.
I'm excited.
God bless.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Yes, so grateful for the service of all of those men
Always.
and women.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, they're
100%.
incredible. On a very much lighter note, though, not to end on that, because have you seen?
Well, why do I feel like here's a pivot?
Here we go.
Here's a pivot.
It's kind of on the same lines. What is it when you? What is it when you're forced, like conscription? What do you call that here?
What?
There's a term like when you're forced to sign up.
Oh, draft.
Draft. Okay.
Is it about the
Have you
middle-aged
seen-
women?
No, just women in general. Now, my feminist side is like, that's disgraceful. But my fun side is going, this is hilarious. So there's on TikTok at the moment, there's a whole list of reasons why women can't be drafted or the excuses that they're giving to not be drafted. And there are some of the funniest.
You're kidding.
I have
Yeah,
not
is it the
seen
only
that.
ones I've seen is about, okay, are we Gen Z or Gen X? I always get the two
Gen
X.
X. Yeah.
And it's a lady. So that's what I thought you were going to talk about. Because she's like, okay, what? We're middle age. Like, draft us. I mean, we have minivans. We can carpool.
Oh, that's true.
And she's like, we don't sleep anyway because we're in menopause, so we're hot all the time.
fight
So
me.
we can totally be in the desert.
Yep.
And we're pissed at everybody. We hate everybody because, again, we're in menopause. So give us a gun. We'll kill some people. Absolutely. Why don't you just absolutely drive us? And again, she said, because we have minivans and we can carpool. And
minivans and tanks are the same thing.
Right. Yeah. But so that's where I thought you were getting. So I saw her last night and I literally was just absolutely dying.
No, I haven't seen that one. You have to send that one.
Okay.
Now, this is about younger women. It's very funny. Oh, but I have a nail appointment.
Get my hair done.
There's no Starbucks in the middle of the desert.
Is there a drive-through?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can I take a selfie with you?
That's so bad.
I needed my heated toilet seat, so I'm out.
In your heated toilet seat.
Oh,
you would be
Trisha's
out
like,
for sure.
Well, the sand would do that.
I can't wear heels.
Sand. You can't wear heels.
Can't wear heels.
No.
I bet Ashley would figure out a way to wear heels in the sand.
My boots would be badass.
They would be. They would be.
They would.
I mean, just don't ask me to run.
You have to laugh or you'd cry. I mean, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what they go through.
No. And again, so that's making light. But yes, we have to look at those two things. Like the girls now and everything they need. And then the ones that are middle-aged.
Right.
And she was like, we'll totally do it.
Yep. We'll do it.
I'm ready. Do it. We're ready. Like, again, she's like, we're just pissed all the time. So just send us over there. We'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. Give us a gun. She's like, don't even have to give us a gun. We got tons in our safe. Like, we're fine. We're good. We got camouflage. Don't worry about it.
I can shoot.
Funny.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So, anyway, that was,
Yeah, I wouldn't cut it.
No.
I'm out.
No, I couldn't.
We'll definitely have to ask our guest about that.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you think about this?
What do you think about us? Could
what-
we sign up?
I know. How successful
Would we be? Exactly.
How many days would you give us during boot camp?
Ashley would do it just to get the UFO info intel.
I would need to get some clearance.
Yep.
But absolutely.
Yep. You're like, I'll go.
I need to be
I don't like to sweat, so I wouldn't be like,
well, because I don't think you take showers. I mean, I know it sounds so crazy. Yeah.
don't take showers.
I know. Don't take showers.
I have to at some point take showers.
Well, no, at some
I'm sure it's
point.
not
I
like
mean,
a really nice
no.
warm
At
shower
some
to
point you
deploy.
do, but it's just a completely different life.
Oh,
Like,
God, yeah.
yeah.
And just to make this full circle, they definitely poop in front of each other. That would have to be a thing.
Well, then we've got a problem.
I know. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but if you're ever arrested, that's going to be a problem too. If you end up in a jail cell, that's going to be a problem.
That's true.
Oh, yeah, sure, just with bars. Like, you're
Hold on
out.
a second.
Everybody can see you poop.
In jail?
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't get a potty break. The potty's in
It's
your
in your
cell.
cell.
Have you not watched any movies?
And there's cameras 24/7.
No, I don't
everywhere.
think what movies would have shown someone pooping in the middle of a cell.
I
No,
don't
I know
think
in
it shows
prison. No, I've seen in
That's
prison,
what I'm
but
saying.
don't they have like? I mean, it's like just like them. in
Oh,
that
you don't get your private suite.
No.
What movies are you watching?
She's on the porta potty that's got the like.
I'm sorry, the Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, my cell has an ensuite.
My cell has
All right,
the
so
heated
I sound
toilet
like an
seat.
asshole. I'm sorry.
No. I could see though you'd be the scary one in the jail. They'll let you. They'll let you. Yes. You'll have your own ensuite.
I mean, I can go batshit crazy.
Oh, I'm
and,
sure you
like,
can.
No problem. I mean, if I need to go Tasmanian devil, it's fine.
Yes.
I can do that.
People be like, I am not staying with her.
I mean,
Anybody but her.
She's talking
Anyone
to
but her.
aliens, for God's sake. She's a wackadoodle.
And she poops so loud.
No, I'm going to start singing. La, la, la.
Yes.
You're going to have your cellmate sing while you poop.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh,
That's
please, Lord, do
hilarious.
not let
Keep
me.
my seat and sing.
Where's the hair dryer?
Why do I feel like that's the title?
I don't think they give you hair dryers in your cell.
All right, so Trisha, that's our title. Keep my seat and sing. I don't know how this happens every time.
And bring me Tito's while you're at it.
That's funny.
I need some contraband Tito's.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
You'd get it. You'd get it. Yes.
Yep.
I need to like just mind my own business because I do not think that I'm cut out.
No. For prison or the army, apparently.
None of the above.
None of the above.
I am just gonna stay here with Sofa Talk
Yeah. Perfect.
and
Yes.
Let's
Glass
do that.
of wine.
and my wine and in my stores and just be grateful that
Yes.
I can poop by myself.
Correct. That's the perfect way to end that.
There we go.
Yes.
To self-poop.
Keep my seat and sing. Cheers.
Thank you for joining the ladies of the Middle AGEish podcast as they journey through the ups and downs of this not young, but definitely not old season of life. To hear past episodes or make suggestions for future episodes, visit www.middleageish.com. That's www.middleageish.com. You can follow along on social media at Middle AGEish. Also, if you have a moment to leave a review, rate, and subscribe, that helps others find the show, and we greatly appreciate it. Once again, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next episode of the Middle AGEish podcast.